Hello champions and future champions. Hello Chessmood family. GM Gabuzyan is here with you and we are going on with our daily lessons about knight and the pawn topic. In this video we are going to discuss situation when a king of a side having knight is very far and we are trying to protect our pawn with a knight in different ways, allowing our king to join the game. So this is the first position. It's white to move and we are trying to win here. As you know, we need to make a setup when black king will not be able to attack our knight and the pawn at the same time. Here, white is playing knight b4. You may ask me, what's the idea? So black goes king d4 and is just trying to join the pawn. Now king c4 and king b3 is the threat. I'll recommend you to pause the video here and think, what can you play now for white? White is playing knight a6, very strong move. We're trying to use the fact that there is a pawn on b5 and we're gonna put our pawn on b4. So now black is going king c4 and b4. If we imagine there is no pawn on b5, king b5 move will be making a draw. But this time we are using the fact that this king cannot be attacking the knight and keeping it just in front of white pawn, so behind of the black one. If black is trying to go to our knight with the king d5, we just go king g7, king c6, king f7, king b6 will go knight c5. There is no value of this king maneuver for black and this position is just gonna be lost. But after second knight a6 move for white, there is a very tricky continuation for black now. I recommend you guys to pause the video again and think, what would you play if black here is going b4? If you are trying to take with knight b4, this is suddenly gonna be drawish, because black just plays king c4 and king b3 is unstoppable. So there is no way for white to prevent this and it's gonna be drawish. For this reason, after b4, white is playing super strong b3 move. Idea is the same, we are trying to keep the knight behind of the pawn. So after king c3, knight c5, you may say, okay, what's the trick if black plays now king d4? Now we have another great maneuver. White is playing knight to b7, king c3 and knight a5, and we got same structure than in the previous position. So knight in front of the pawn, behind the black pawn, and it's gonna be winning, guys. I hope you liked this very interesting idea, and let's now go ahead to the next position. Now we're having another interesting example. It's white to move. If we try to bring our king, it's gonna be too long. So if we go king g2, king e4 is coming, and after king g3, king d3. The thing is, now knight b5 doesn't work, since there is a square for black king on c4, so after king c4 is just gonna be a drawish thing. For this reason, if we try to bring our king at the beginning, this doesn't work. As well, if we try to play knight b5, black will be playing same king d5, and now if we go knight a3, preventing king c4 move, black just goes king e4, king g2, king d3, and after c4 black just goes to b3 square, attacks our knight and pawn, and it's gonna be drawish again. For this reason, first knight b5 is also not working, and we need to find something better. Now guys, after seeing all of this, I recommend you to pause the video and think what to play for white again. White is playing very strong and beautiful knight a8 move. And after king d5, when black tries to go king c4, we go knight b6 check. King c6, knight c4. And this is really very beautiful position. If black king now is going to d5 square, we just go knight to d2. We're preventing this king from advancement and we're gonna join with our king. So black king to e5 and f4 maneuver will not be on time. And if after knight c4, black is going king to b5, we go just knight to b2. And again we are covering all the squares and easily winning this game. This was another very interesting and beautiful idea with the beginning knight a8 move. Let's now go ahead and see more positions. Now we have another situation when our king is super far and we need again to prevent this king's advancement. Also let's now note that the pawn of opponent is on another file and it may be exchanged in future. So we need to face both ideas. You can pause the video guys and try to figure out it for white. White in this position is making unbelievably beautiful maneuver. White plays now guys, knight b3. Now black has two reasonable moves, try to go king b4 and exchange this pawn, or go king to c4 and try to bother this pawn from another side. Let's see what happens if king b4. We go knight a1, a5, king e7, a4, king d6. And you can say, what if after a3, black is exchanging this pawn? Because if now we play b3 and king c3, king b2 will be coming. The thing is, now we have knight c2 check, and after king b3, we take b takes a3. This setup you have probably seen in the daily lessons previously, when knight is behind the pawn, and this is the winning setup. Black now cannot take the knight, because this pawn will be advanced to a queen. Otherwise, black doesn't have any improvements and white is winning. So this pawn exchanging idea for black doesn't work. Let's go to the beginning again, and after knight b3, see what's happening if black is going king to c4. We again go knight to a1, king d3, king e7, king d2, king d6. It's very much concrete and we need to be on time with our king. King c1, we go b4, king b2, and very importantly now, we are playing king c6 move. The thing is, if instead of king c6, we suddenly play king c5, black has here very beautiful king c3 move. Our knight doesn't have any moves, so it's gonna be lost. As well, our king is not having any moves, so this pawn is gonna be exchanged and it will be a very beautiful draw. For this reason, when black plays king b2, we are going king c6. And if now it happens, black plays king c3, we will be able to go king to c5. King b2, we can go king b6 again. King a3 or king c3, let's say, we go king a5, protect the pawn, and later on we'll be taking already on a6, just winning this. This is one of the most exciting ideas in these knight endgames that I have ever seen. I hope, guys, you liked it as well. Let's now go to the next one and get your homework position. Now we have another situation when white king is super far and we need to protect our pawn with the knight. This will be a chance for you to share your ideas and thoughts in the comments section below. GM Gabuzyan was here with you. Thank you for your subscriptions and likes and sharing this video with your friends. We appreciate it a lot. See you next time during our next daily lessons.